You know how every golf season ends, right? You see the superstars lifting trophies, and this year was no different. But while all the cameras were pointed at the big names, the real story, the one that could actually shape the future of the PGA Tour, was happening just off to the side. It's a story about 10 guys whose lives just completely changed.
All right, so picture this. It's Dubai, last November. The DP World Tour season is wrapping up, and sure enough, the headline is one we've seen before. Rory McIlroy, an absolute legend, wins his 7th Race to Dubai title. I mean, that's a massive deal, putting him right behind Colin Montgomery in the history books. A huge story, right? Well, or so it seemed.
But here's the thing. Was it actually the most important story for where the game is headed? Because while everyone was focused on Rory, something else was quietly unfolding that's going to have some major ripple effects for years to come.
And it all boils down to this number. 10. And no, we're not talking $10 million or 10 major championships. We're talking about something way more personal, way more transformative than that.
See, for 10 specific golfers, the end of that tournament wasn't an ending at all. It was the beginning of a dream. They had just punched their ticket to the PGA Tour, the most competitive, most lucrative golf tour on the planet.
Okay, so you're probably asking, how does that even happen? This isn't some random lottery drawing. It's all part of a strategic partnership between the two biggest tours, creating a direct pathway for the best international players to get their shot in America. And the process is actually brilliantly simple. You just battle it out all year on the DP World Tour, racking up points in the Race to Dubai. At the very end of the season, they take the final rankings, and here's the key part. They pull out all the players who already have a PGA Tour card, guys like Rory. And the next 10 guys on that list, boom, they get their PGA Tour cards. And get this, it's not like they have to choose one or the other. The real magic here is that they get dual membership. This means they can play a full schedule in the US chasing those massive paychecks, but they can still compete back on the DP World Tour. I mean, it is truly the best of both worlds. Oh, and there's a huge bonus for the guy who finishes number 1 on this list. That player gets an automatic spot in some of the biggest tournaments all year, the Players' Championship and 2 of those limited field, huge money signature events. That is a serious head start on the other 9 guys.
So who are these 10 guys? Well, it's a fascinating group. You've got your breakout stars, you've got some incredible redemption stories. Let's meet the new class that's heading to the PGA Tour.
And here they are. You can see the diversity right away. Players from all across Europe and Asia. And this is exactly what this whole partnership was designed to do. Create a real pipeline for the best global talent to come test their game on the biggest stage.
Let's start at the top with the number 1 guy, Marco Penge from England. If you're looking for a breakout star, someone who could really explode onto the scene, this is your man. His story from just 1 year ago is, well, it's pretty unbelievable.
I mean, this slide really says it all. Just 1 year ago, this guy was grinding just to keep his playing privileges. This past season, he won 3 times and finished 2nd overall in the entire Race to Dubai. The only person ahead of him was Rory McIlroy. That is a truly life-altering turnaround.
And here's why his game is absolutely tailor-made for the PGA Tour. He averaged over 320 yards off the tee. That kind of power plays anywhere, on any course in the world, and it's going to make him a serious threat right out of the gate.
Next up, we've got a really fascinating story with Laurie Canter. He played for a bit with Live Golf, made his way back to the DP World Tour, and has now become the very first player to earn his PGA Tour card back through this performance pathway. It's just a completely unique journey back to the top of the sport. And of course, you can't have a list like this without some crazy, down-to-the-wire drama. That 10th and final spot came down to the last few holes. Rasmus Neergaard-Petersen from Denmark needed a heroic finish, and as one announcer put it, he went eagle, birdie, birdie, or something crazy to sneak in. Now that is how you handle pressure.
So, we have our new class of 10 players, but the real question is, can they actually go out and compete and win on the PGA Tour? Well, this isn't the first group to make the jump, and if history tells us anything, the answer is a big, resounding yes.
Because look, it's one thing to earn the card. It is a whole different beast to actually win against the best players in the world. But the great news for this new class, this pathway has already produced champions.
You just have to look at the guys from the last class. Matthieu Pavon from France came over and won almost immediately at the Farmers Insurance Open. Robert MacIntyre from Scotland is already a 2-time winner, and Ryan Fox from New Zealand has a victory. See, these aren't just guys making cuts. These are guys lifting trophies.
So the takeaway here is crystal clear. This pathway isn't an experiment anymore. It is a proven pipeline for creating PGA Tour winners. The precedent has been set, and let me tell you, the bar is officially high for this new class.
So, all of this brings us to the most exciting part. What happens next? We've got 10 new, proven, and hungry golfers heading to America. The only question left is, who's going to be the one to break through first? So, that's the final thought I want to leave you with. Who's it going to be? Who from this group will be the first one to hoist a trophy on the PGA Tour? Is it going to be the bomber, Marco Penge, the steady veteran, Alex Noren, or a complete surprise from the pack? All I know is the 2026 season just got a whole lot more interesting.